Hey guys, welcome back. So, as promised, finally we got her. There she is, a new processor. So, as you can tell, it's the 1824 by Bruteforce. That is the diesel option. Big fold over conveyor, which I still got to take that bar off. But so yeah, I picked it up yesterday afternoon. Didn't get home till late, about 10 o'clock. First time. Is obviously this isn't where it's going to be. This is where I backed it in. This is where I set it up. You can still see all the bugs from driving home. But yeah, that's her. So kind of go over some things real quick and what this one has. So like I said, this has the 18-foot fold over conveyor. So when it's stored, this portion folds all the way up, and then the top folds over on top of that there and rests on those. So 6 feet longer than my previous one. I didn't get the seat option on this one. On my last one, I barely ever used it. Sitting down, if anything, I would stage logs on there if I was resplitting. But it's kind of nice though. Nice sturdy platform. Obviously all your controls. This one has the positive log stop, which is adjustable depending on what lengths you want. Obviously I'll keep mine at 16 inches, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's at right now. Last log holder, which this folds out so you don't have to hold the log. You can just put that out, run the log so you don't have to touch it. Clamp down, big bar of course. And the biggest upgrade to me, which we'll see how it goes, is the 12-way wedge. So you got the perfect diamond shaped in the middle. So if you get your normal, I'd say, I don't know, 8-inch log or so, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, be perfect, and everything else will get, resplit again. So, and then obviously you can raise or lower it. If you got smaller wood, you can just hit it with the single wedge. Then it comes standard with the 4-way wedge, which will probably get some use if I'm cutting like some boiler wood or something like that. 4-strand live deck, which it is a little longer, which is nice. Not much longer, but it is longer. But if I do bring home any logs from a tree job, I can leave them as long as I want now, which I usually would do anyways. So the live deck is longer, huge. Look at the size of these. It's hard to tell how big that is, but these are just massive. Still got your box, your battery box there. Let's see what else. Definitely sits up taller than my last one. Obviously, like I said, it's diesel. Pretty good sized diesel tank with the sight glass, which is nice. That way you have an idea. Obviously, there's like nothing in there, so I got to get fuel in there. Kholer 56 horse diesel. It's actually pretty quiet considering. But look at the size of these pumps. It's just massive. Oil cooler, bar oil, sawdust chute. Auto tensioner on here, so you don't have to play with it. It's auto tensioned. If you got to take the chain out, you just take one tool, put it around this and here, squeeze it down, hit the detent, lock it in. Obviously this comes off. I got the optional accessory hydraulics, which is controlled right here. If I want to add, like say a different conveyor or a disc cleaner of some sort, which I do definitely want to get down the road. Keep talking about it, just haven't done it. This conveyor does swivel left to right about 3 feet, so you just lift it up a little bit and go back and forth. So I mean, that's just, and this is pretty low right now. Obviously you can get this way higher, but I should be able, the way it's at right now, get any of my trailers underneath there and then just park it and then fill the trailers and then stack it or whatever I'm going to do after that. So pretty excited. It's definitely way bigger than my last one. I mean, everything feels good. Even the controls, pretty similar, but everything just feels beefier. You still have your auto cycle, auto return on here, so it'll come forward, go back all on its own, which is nice. Keys right here. It's all push button for the throttle. Your saw oiler, which I don't know how often you really adjust it. Once you kind of find where you want them, it kind of just stays there. So just like on a chainsaw. But no, I'm pretty excited. I'm still waiting on my order of logs to come in. I think it's not going to be till next week, which is fine. I'm pretty busy in the meantime, so. But I'm excited to run some logs through this to see how much faster it is, which I believe it's going to be quite faster. It'll handle up to 24-inch logs. Not that I get that all the time, but I get, you know, 20, 22 occasionally. And we'll see how the wedge does. I'm sure if the piece is real knotty, it's not going to do it. That's a lot of wedges for it to go through. But it should really cut down on resplits because of the wedge design on there. That's kind of my thought on it. You know, because the middle is pretty open, right? I mean, it should be okay. You know, and the other wedges are set back a little bit, so it'll hit this, then this, then this. It should push through, I would imagine. You know, and you have to raise the wedge up because this deck, I guess you could call it, is up. So if you want to hit the perfect middle, you got to raise it up. So it should be locked in on the bottom. So, you know, a little plexi there to help with the bar spray. You know, you got your guard here when you're loading logs that you don't hit the operator station. It does have trailer brakes and all that. Not that this thing's going to get towed every day. If anything, this is probably the last place it's going to be for a long time. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm hoping in a few days I can get some logs here and put it to work. And I got to figure out where I'm going to. Still haven't decided where its final home is going to be, because it's not like I can put it underneath here like I did the last one. It just is way too tall. Which I knew that, so, which is fine. I like to utilize the space, so it'll probably end up going next door, and that's kind of where our processing center will be. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll probably start here. I'll do like I normally would do, get it in here, bring logs up, so on. So that's it. That's the new processor. Was kind of sad to see the other one go. It was a good machine, don't get me wrong. I think for somebody that's probably going to do, I don't know, 400 to 600 face cords a year, you can easily do that with that machine. I mean, it's plenty fast. It's, you know, the only gripe I had was the wedge moving around from what I was looking to do, where I don't think this one should have any issue, but we'll see. No. There's only a couple things on this, like the longer conveyor that swivels. I personally, the way I do things, I think that's going to work out great for me. The bigger wedge, the positive log stop is nice, where I don't have to be touching or kind of inching the log around to get it perfect, where here you just bang it into it, cut it, and keep going. You know, a couple things. Diesel I wanted just to kind of keep all the fuel the same. You know, tractor, you know, trucks and chippers, they're all diesel, so makes things a little bit easier as far as fuel goes. Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of some of the reasons. You know, bigger live deck, which is good. You can stage more if you're doing it by yourself for the day, which some days, a lot of days I am. I really did contemplate getting the cab option on this. The only reason I didn't was because on my last one, I was always on and off, you know, messing with a log on there. If like I try to double or triple stack, there's always going to be a little bit of an issue. Flipping logs, you know, I would have had to open the operator station. But we'll see. Maybe this thing runs flawless and I probably should have got it. But I don't know. Down the road, I could always build something, an enclosure around this or something, which I'll probably end up doing. Because it's going to get, let's say, 70% of its work is going to be in the winter time, you know, preparing for the next year. So, but we'll see. It's okay because you're always moving around, so you stay warm. So, pretty excited. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do you think I made a good purchase? The other units, you know, I traded it in with them, so, and I'm pretty sure they already got it spoken for. Could be wrong, but yeah, let me know. I know some of you guys probably figured I was going to stick with Bruteforce, and I did. I mean, their products are great. You know, they stand behind it, and they're good people to work with, and it's built right. I mean, everything here is just gigantic. I mean, look at the size of these hoses. You know, Kholer, phenomenal diesel, and they hold up nice. So I think I made a pretty good decision. I'm excited to use it. I mean, if this doesn't show you how much firewood that we do here and how much I'm looking to grow, this should tell you right here. So it's a big investment, big machine. It's gonna get put to work. Where's the hour meter on here? And I think it's just on the dash. See how much, I'll try to keep up. I'll keep track of how much inventory I make with this for how many hours to kind of give an idea of how much wood I produce an hour kind of deal. Kind of have an idea what I'll probably do just based off the last one. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Sorry I haven't made a bunch of videos lately. I've been extremely busy, as everybody else is, I know. I just haven't had the time or really the energy to do it. I had a little bit of time right now before I got to go pick up my son at school. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. But as always, keep burning.